abanye abathi ndipase imatric Zahara ngenxa yengoma yakho umthwalo Zahara ndaphuma engxakini bendisandise ndiyamdivorce umyeni wam andamdivorce ngenxa yengoma yakho ethile asinakwazi ukungakuncedi so le nto ndiyenzile baphinde bayibonakalisa kum ndiyababulela.
I'm all smiles because that's just how she makes me feel.
From the streets of East London to the world stage, the multi-award winner Zahara has blessed us with nothing but soothing and healing sounds through her music.
Only thing I always strive for in life is to always give people hope and inspire people. And this is what keeps me going.
Kendiza Utuba, the strength of a woman comes from within. You may get her down today, but she will surely come around.
Rest in peace.
Thank you guys for tuning in and welcome to my channel. Family and relatives and devoted fans gather at Zaharas memorial service to bid the legendary Afro-pop star Zahara a heartfelt farewell. As mourners assemble at the memorial service, the atmosphere was filled with sorrow and the celebration of a life that had become synonymous with musical brilliance. Wrestling with the profound loss, Zahara's family portrayed her as a beacon of hope, underscoring the transformative power of her music in healing countless souls. However, a second memorial is planned for the Eastern Cape, guaranteeing that Zahara's influence continues to resonate across the areas that influenced her extraordinary career. Her music is a constant tribute to resiliency, inspiration, and the ageless capacity of art to transcend the transient boundaries of mortality. May Zahara rest in peace. If you like my videos, guys, please share them, like them, comment, and subscribe on YouTube and also on Facebook. Like my pages, follow my pages, and also on Instagram. I'm going to be sharing with you guys the videos of the memorial, and our hearts are in sorrow. We've lost a princess, South African, so there's not much that we can say, or I can say personally, except that I'm in deep sorrow, and may she rest in peace.
The other day I posted something about how we have failed her as an industry, as friends. We have failed her and we owe her an apology. And I'm one of the people that owes her an apology. And there was a time I remember I was hosting the Summer Awards and I made a joke about her drinking and stuff. And only later in years you realize what you say to people, how you make people feel, is very important, how you make people feel. And I learned my lesson because I took it for granted as a joke. You don't know how much you hurt people. And I realized later that I've hurt her. And luckily we had time on earth to reconcile and become friends again. But still she went through a rough time. Where was Somizi? Nowhere. Where were we? Nowhere. When we could have helped and said, Chomi, you need help on A, B, C, and D, we're carrying on with our lives. And we need to internally apologize to her and say, we are sorry, we can do better. What are we learning from Zahara's story is to do better. Stop making fun of other people's downfalls. Besimhleba. Besimhleba, simhleka. Singamncedisi. And here I am now standing as if I was there throughout. I wasn't there throughout. So, the biggest lesson I've learned, and I hope everyone in this room learns, don't ever laugh or make a joke on someone else's downfall. If you can't help, shut up. If you can't contribute positively, shut up. The same people on social media that keep on saying, we've lost an icon. Did you treat her like an icon? I don't think so. Did you treat her like you are scared of losing her? I don't think so. But we can change. We can do better. moving forward, anyone who's listening to this, let's do better. In the name of Zahara, let's do better.
And from the first night that we met, we shared deep, intimate conversations, as I was not in a good space of mind myself. And after that, she somehow got hold of my number from a friend. And she reached out. And she was like, Puti, sazothetha phela. And then I was skeptical at first. I was like, what business do I have with celebrities? But she was not speaking from a place of the pedestal that she was at the time. It was a very human and real place. She said she was gonna say this on our wedding day, that I stood her up 3 times. On the 3rd, I made various excuses. The last time, the 3rd excuse, there was some bad weather, there was rain, and I saw on one of my friend's statuses there was a flood somewhere. And then I asked my friend, please send me that video. And then my friend was like, okay, she didn't ask questions. And I was like, hey, I sort of like shared to say what was happening, but she didn't know who I was referring to. And I told her that I don't want to be a bag of weed. So, yeah, she sent me that video, and I took that video and I forwarded it to Zahara. And I told her, yo, I can't drive from Pretoria, there's bad weather everywhere. And the roads are flooding. And she never responded for about a week. And then that's when I realized that, wait a minute, maybe something is happening here. And then I'm the one who reached out. And then the tables have turned. And it was, we had to, but we did it anyway. I'm not here to spill the beans.
Kwezinsuku athiwa Monday sisesibhedlele ubulelwa sifonelwa ngugqirha sisuka kwenza ivisit ngo-3:00 siyobona ubulelwa simshiya ephefumula ngamathumbu kunzima bekunzima kakhulu ebomini kabulelwa akululanga ukuthi ubulelwa sithi makalale ngoxolo ahambe, but the way aqaqanjelwe ngayo kwesasibhedlele, I remember sifonela ugqirha sisuka kwenza ivisit ngo-5, sisuka kwenza ivisit ngo-3, ngo-5 ugqirha uyafona khawulezani niphinde nibuye. Athi kuthi ndihamba noJunior nomama, athi unesokhona hlala napha egumbini nilinde ukuba ubulelwa uzasishiya nanini na, sinibizela nje just lonto. Bekubhlungu sikhala. We prayed a lot. Simthandazela sinethemba lokubulela unamandla sozasishiya. Sathandaza 4 hours. Wathi ugqirha nizambona ngoba omachini kubhalwe 0 if ubulelwa umkile. I remember bendisigqumile ebhedeni yakhe. Ubrother wami emhagile ephezu kwakhe. Ephefumula ubulelo kungekho themba loba kungekho nto ethi kuthi angasishiya. Ndava xa kuntintiza omachini ndatsho ndisukile. It was easy, but siyamkhulula ubulelwa. Usebenzile umntakamama. Futhi uThixo umthathela kuye. simbonile esebenza esiwa evuka phambi kwethu. Sisolinto. Iwili kaThixo utshilo umfundisi obethetha kule ndawo. Siyabulela kakhulu kubantu bonke abakhona kule ndawo.
One more time, please. Softer. Oh yeah, la cosa.
Mr. Mailula, you are not a strange phenomenon because music is one of our international languages of the world. In 1995, when we won the Rugby World Cup, Utata Mandela stood on the world stage and explained to people that sport and music are international languages of the world. So, African child, you are not alone in loving a woman whose language you do not understand, but you have allowed her voice to transcend into your body and to enjoy the beautiful sounds of Uzaza, Zahara, Bulelo.
We took what we still, and I still believe, was a wise decision. Sasingamasoka thina comrade Nomvula singenabafazi, singenohlala namntana mntu. And we took a decision that Bulelo must go and stay with TK and Tlantla, because we knew that in building the star that was Bulelo, Tlantla was the perfect mother figure to nurture her at that particular moment. Now, TS Records became a home. I've never been a musician. I have never had a singing career. But through Bulelo, I had an appreciation and started following what it takes to make an artist. And my only interest was that I was from the Eastern Cape, and this was a gem of the Eastern Cape that we were to protect. Now, when Bulelo came to Johannesburg, the Eastern Cape government at the time had just opened and built what is known as the Miriam Makeba Studios, world-class facilities in East London, under then MEC Xoliswa Tom. Our wish and hope was that Bulelo should have been an artist, recorded, residing in the Eastern Cape and operating out of the Eastern Cape. But as we all know how the industry is set up, the media is in Johannesburg, the big corporates are in Johannesburg, it became clear that we would not have done her career justice if she was resident in the Eastern Cape. TS Records, and I'm happy that I've seen some of the faces that at the time we worked with closely building this project that was Bulelo. We traveled with Bulelo throughout the country, Honorable Premier. We went to different places before Bulelo became a star, Esengo Spinach. And we had to find a way of how do we finance and how do we support this talent so that we do not lose it in the course of making the dream a reality. And this is kusenoba kuzondo Commission 2. But what I want to say is that for all we could do at the time, Bulelo received the support that any other recording and popular artist at the time was receiving. We were able to provide and give the support so that when the hour struck, fame did not shock her, but she understood what it is that had been built. Fortunately, TS took a very good decision. They brought on board Omo Jalifa, who I saw here, and a great man who I refer to as the Mandela of music, Robbie Malinga, may his soul rest in peace. Robster Nom Jakes worked hours in studio, recording the album that we all came to know and meet Bulelo through, and that is Uloliwe. One album that you could listen from the first song to the last, without having to skip or go backwards. Kuthi nomuntu otshintshayo umnqande sutshintsha le ngoma izawuphinda ibuye xa kuphela i-album. Because that's how good and how well the people who had put that album together had worked. Now, TS, one of the things I must commend you for is that TS also put together a very strong public relations team to support Ubulelo at the time. Now, I have had my own experience working with the media, but I can tell you I've never promoted or marketed an artist. The work that Abo Sanele in the office did, Abo Katli, who I saw here earlier on, to market this artist that we were telling everybody is going to be the biggest artist in the country once it is launched, was exceptional. Abantu kaingo bantu abakhawuleza bakholelwe, bayafana nabavoti, xa kufika i-politicians. Azikhawuleza ukholelwa xa kusithiwa sizawuzenza u-1, 2, and 3. Premier Lesotho has a challenge now. He switches on lights everywhere and people say no, it's because the elections are coming. But the work that has to go in making sure that the reception of an artist as exceptional and as big as Bulelo would become is one that can be covered both locally and internationally. Involves a lot of great minds and people. And those people came on board at the time.